Enhancing Life with Truth. June 15, 2014. When you pursue knowledge, at some point, dear ones, it leads you to uncovering your own truths and to living a much more truthful and meaningful life. Attaining knowledge has the capacity to change your direction, from false truth to the direction of deeper and more meaningful truth, a way of life that is essential and pure. If the knowledge you are attaining isn't truthful, if the way of life you are leading is based on untruth and ways that are no longer valid or true to your heart, then that knowledge, dear ones, is inadequate. You can easily spend hours upon hours each day reading the truth that ascended masters such as myself speak about, or volumes of truthful ways spoken by sages of times long past, renowned spiritual teachers that speak and preach about living a truthful and pure life day in and day out. There are many cultures and paths that talk about the truth. It is essential, dear ones, for you to understand that none of these will be useful or help you realize the divine presence of God that is within you, unless you are already living a truthful life in the now moment. There is truth underneath everything, and it is up to each of you to explore and discover your own truth, what is essential and important to you, what standard you are willing to live by that resonates with your heart. Living a truthful life, dear ones, is the highest form of living. If the truth that you are living does not enter the consciousness, the divine presence of God within you will not be realized. Comprehend that in the realm of truth, the path is infinite. Realizing within of God's divine presence is alive and thriving comes when you are able to assert yourself actively in the truth. If you are not actively asserting the truth, the path you are on may lead you to further dullness, which is not the fulfillment each of you deserves to reach that is bright with the realization of the reality of God's presence that is within you. For instance, if you remove the feeling of thirst, this does not provide you with the fulfillment of drinking water. What is needed is to see the positiveness of the act, the joy of fulfillment and of the comfort drinking the water brings. Living from truth, dear ones, is one that many dear souls among you are still struggling with, but one by one there are those that make it their goal to live as truthful as possible each day, and to strive to live more truthfully by making better choices that resonate with not only their heart but with their soul as well. When you live truthfully, you are in practice daily and consistently seeing God in all things. You are able to feel and see His light touch everything that is near and far from you. You bring harmony into your life by living in peace and acceptance of your total self, including all your truth. You understand and make use of the healing benefits of forgiveness. You are objective, you are one with your whole self, and you are not attached to any one thing or person, and love unconditionally. When you give selflessly, you are brave even while facing difficulties, and you appreciate stillness and solitude, and embrace the timelessness of God's presence that is within you and outside of you. The basic root cause of living unethically and untruthfully is within the sense of what is mine and the use of I, which separates you from others as well as from God. Selfish, untruthful, and unethical living allows the negative side of human nature to rise. The lust, greed, unhealthy attachments, and being vainly prideful. Allowing any of these to manifest generally leads one to various kinds of unethical attitudes and ways that have the capacity to cause harm to others, which in turn also causes harm to the one doing the actions, the one who is making the choices that doesn't come from the heart's directions. These kind of people may be involved in harmful gossip, misuse of the truth for harm or for popularity, to exploit the weak or poor, or any other way that demonstrates unkindly behavior towards others. When living the truth from your authentic self, you are able to identify with God and be virtuous in your actions. The common virtues that frequent your journey of truthful living are contentment, compassion, selflessness, courage, humbleness, patience, equality, and many others that are similar in nature that move with truth and help to enhance and expand the truth in your lives. Living a truthful life, making truthful, honest choices will remove and dissolve any falseness, and life will prosper. And we know when you think of prosperity, monetary gain is what is thought, but prosperity is much more than gaining more finances. It's about becoming healthier, more loving, more compassionate, attaining caring and supportive friends and so forth. We encourage you to begin living truthfully now and turn away from living unethically as much as possible. As you begin living in truth, seek out God and His divine virtue, and He will bestow upon you His never-ending light, the ability to see the truth within the untruth. Once you accept your whole self, the truth of all that you are, the entirety of you that includes the divine presence of God, then there is no longer the enduring falseness of living, for living from the state of truth is pure living from the heart that is born out of love. Become a leader of truthful living, of loving unconditionally, demonstrating compassion, respect and acceptance while in the presence of any person from any culture or background. The way of truth, dear ones, is the way to God and to your oneness, not only with Him but with yourself, and that is a most worthy path. Yes, there will be trials and tribulations along the way, but when you live truthfully, you will be able to trust that God has you on a particular path for a reason, and that reason is always for your benefit, as you will gain more knowledge, attain more wisdom from each and every experience you move through. Embrace the truth of yourself, the truth that the divine presence of God is indeed within you. Let go of the need to be in the center of attention, and be in the center of God's infinite love and light. Let His love and light lead you to more deeper and fulfilling life. Remember how much He loves each of you. I am Melchizedek through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com